Now let's work on filling the orders. So we've just canceled the orders. Now we want to try to fill them. And what we do is basically just hover over one of these orders in the order book. We'll click on it in order to fill it. So if it's a buy order, we'll sell our tokens. And if it's a sell order, then we'll buy our tokens. Our action is the opposite of whatever the order creator did, right? So if they want to sell, we buy. If they want to buy, we sell. Okay, and then our order will show up appropriately here in the trades. It'll work basically just like the cancel orders feature did, except we're calling a different function on the smart contract. We'll use the same pattern where we, click on this. It will create an action that will cancel on the blockchain. It'll call the smart contract function. We'll subscribe to the event and wait for the event information to come back, and we'll update the orders in the order book, and we'll see it listed in the trades over here. And if we were a participant, then we'll see the trade listed here. And if we, if it was our order that got filled, it'll get removed from here. Okay, so let's do that. We'll pretty much do that just like we did with the cancel order feature. I'll go to the order book component, and what I'll do is create a way to let the user know that they can cancel an order. All right. So I'm going to update this render order function to have a little more display information on it. Essentially what I want to do is let them hover over this and let them know that they can buy or sell the order, right? So I'm going to use tooltips from Bootstrap, and specifically we're going to use the overlays in React Bootstrap. All right, so basically we can create overlays like this. We can use an overlay trigger, and we can use tooltips like we see here. All right, I'm going to put a link to this in the video resources. All right, and you can basically see how this tooltip works, right? I can click this, and you can see the tooltip pop up like that. We can also just hover over it in order for the tooltip to pop up as well. So you'll see it like this, tooltip on top, right, bottom. So basically we're just going to hover over our order and say, hey, buy order, or, hover over and say sell order, right? Boom. All right, so I'll do that right now. I'm going to refactor our render order component to, look a little differently. All right. So basically I'm going to create an overlay trigger just like we did in, just like we saw in the documentation. Do it like this, so overlay trigger. All right. And I'll move this, I'll nest this in, and then we'll finalize that like this. What I'll do is say, click here to, and then we'll interpolate the order action. So we created this outside the selector, so it'll be buy or sell. All right. So I'll save that, go back to our app. Okay, so overlay trigger is not defined and tooltip is not defined. We need to import them from React Bootstrap. Let's go to the top, and I'll do that here. All right, so let's see that. All right, there you go. Well, here to undefined. All right, so we don't see the order fill action. All right, so maybe we don't have it in our selectors yet. Let's just check. All right, go to selectors. Yeah, so we didn't actually do that. So I will update our selectors to include that information right now. All right, so in decorate order book order, all right, let's see here, decorate order book order. We need order fill action, not order fill class. So my fault, I misnamed this last time, so action. Boom. All right, so now we've changed that. We should see it. Let's refresh the page. All right, still undefined. All right, let's see what's going on here. I also have a typo. Order fill action. Sorry, guys. Let's try that again. Refresh the page, and there we go. Click here to buy, click here to sell. Awesome. So when we click it, it doesn't do anything yet. And we see it's a little twitchy. You can refactor some of this or optimize this to not do that. But yeah, here we go. So now let's create a way to click on this to fill the order. All right. So this will work just like canceling orders. Let's see here. So inside the table row, let's break this up a little bit. Let's say class name is going to equal order book order. And then we'll say on click, say E for the event, say console log filling order. All right, so save that. I'll open the console. Let's click on one. All right, so it's working, filling order. Cool. So now we want to basically create a function that triggers, that calls the smart contract function. So say fill order. And we want to pass in, what do we need? We need dispatch. This is just like we did, so let's open interactions. Let's go back down to, let's see here, cancel order. I'm going to move this up. So cancel order, we want to fill order here. So basically just say fill order. All right, so this is going to work pretty much like cancel order. So we just need dispatch, exchange, order, and account. Exchange methods, fill order, and we pass in the order ID. This is just like the method on the blockchain. All right, and it'll work just like that. So we'll say order filling. All right, so fill order. That's what will happen whenever we do this. So dispatch, we'll actually just copy the arguments. Boom, done. All right. And we need to import this. So we will, let's see here. We'll import a fill order from dot interactions. All right, so fill order should be doing what we expect it to. All right, so that's talking to this. So now we need dispatch, exchange, order, and account. So we need to say account and also exchange. So I'm going to open my transactions and do this just like we did here. So we'll import these selectors. Or actually, let's just copy these. So account selector and exchange selector. All right. And let's do this. We'll just give you some space that you can see. Account and exchange look like this. All right. So now inside of here, instead of a render order, we don't want to just have the order. We also want the props. So render order, we need to show that in order book. Order props. All right, like that. Okay, so now inside of here, we basically want to pull out the dispatch, the exchange, and the account. Like this. Boom. Dispatch, exchange, account. All right, so that should be everything we need in order to fill the order. Call this function. Let's just see if we have any issues. So order filling is not defined. That's okay. So we need to define that. Once we fill the order, we need to trigger an action called order filling. So go to actions. We'll go down here, add some space. Say fill order. All right, and we'll create a new action for filling the order like this. We'll basically just say order filling, just like order canceling. All right, order filling. And we'll go to our, let's see here, reducers. And we will update the state, just like order canceling. And we'll say order filling below order canceling. We'll check for that. Boom. Order filling, state, order filling, true. All right, and it's going to look really similar to order canceling. All right. So now let's just show the spinner if it is filling. I'll go to my order book and we'll do the same kind of thing where we only want to show the order book if the order book is loaded and it's not filling. So we'll do that like this. Say const, sorry, not like that. We'll say const order book loaded. All right, and order filling. This is just like cancel orders. So I'll say order book loaded and bang order filling. All right, so now we should see the spinner whenever the order is filling and we haven't gotten the event back from the blockchain yet, just like when we canceled the order. Okay, so I need to import order filling from selectors. And that should be everything we need to call the function initially. All right, so order filling selector is not defined. We actually need to define it inside of selectors. All right, so let's see here, order canceling, I'll show you this. We need to do order filling pretty much just like order canceling. All right, so I'll say it like this. There we go, order filling. So we're going to check to see if the order is filling from state, just like order canceling. Pretty much looks the same. All right. And now I think we have everything we need. Refresh the page. So order filling selector is not defined. We need to import it. So order filling selector. We'll import that into order book. So order filling selector. All right, there we go. All right, so order filling is not defined. I think my issue is this. So order filling equals order filling selector. Where is this telling us? So line 94 in interactions. All right, so line 94. Oh, I see. We need to import order filling here. So order filling. All right. Let's see what our issue is now. So can't resolve interactions. So that's inside store, I believe. So my fault, guys. Let's see here. Store interactions. I believe this is an order book. So yeah, store. All right. So now we're done with the warnings, or the errors, I should say, compilation errors. All right, let's look at our console, make sure nothing's broken. All right, we got some linter warnings. We can fix these. So let's try to fill an order. And what I expect to happen is basically that I'll fill an order, I'll buy it, and I should expect to just, I'll see the MetaMask confirmation pop up, we'll fill it, and then it will just spin. We don't expect anything else to update. We want it to work. We can refresh the page to verify that it worked. And we'll see it happen over here, but only if we refresh the page. That's because we haven't subscribed to the event yet like we did when we canceled the order. So let's just try it. It might break, but let's just try it. Hopefully it works. I'll actually just click one of these orders. We might need to rerun our seeds soon, but I'll just, I'll click this. I'll click to sell. All right, the MetaMask confirmation will pop up, and I'll click confirm. All right, so it's spinning. And I'm going to refresh the page, and it should be gone. All right, there we go. Yep, it's gone. And you can see that it was added to this list here. Right, here's the most recent one. And that's the token, and that's the price. Awesome. So now let's subscribe to events in order to see this update in real time. All right, so go back to our interactions page. And we're going to create a new event that we can listen for inside of here. So, we got this big list of events here, or we're going to create a big list of events here. We just have one now. So what we're going to do is listen for a trade event, because that's what gets triggered inside the smart contract. Remember? So say exchange.sol, exchange sol. And if you look for, the fill order function, basically we can see we call this trade function, and this emits a trade event. All right. So let's go to interactions, and we will subscribe for that trade event just like this. I'll say exchange.events.trade. There you go, boom. And then whenever it is happens, we'll trigger an order filled event, just like we did the order canceled. All right. So now we need to create order filled. All right, and we'll go to our actions. And it's pretty simple. We do it just like we did order canceled. Boom, done, order filled. And we pass in the order data. All right, now we go to our reducer. And we update the state whenever the order's filled, just like we did with order canceled. So we'll do that just like this. We'll say case, order filled. All right, and we'll do some magic inside of here. Keep some more space so you can see. So it's not going to work exactly like order canceled, okay? Basically, we want to prevent any kind of like duplication here. So I'm going to check to see if it's already in there before we add it. So there's might be a better way to do this, but I'm just going to make it very explicit so that you can just kind of see it written out here. So let's say prevent duplicate orders. So I'll say index equals state filled orders. Data, find index, order. Let's say order.id equals action, order ID. So basically, we're going to look for the data of the filled orders already. And if there's one with the same ID in there, then we will prevent it from doing that. So, sometimes the events can be triggered more than once, so we're going to make sure that we only, do this, right? So now I'll say if the index is equal to the -1, then the data will equal state filled orders data and action.order. And then else, say data equals state dot filled orders dot data. So whatever's there right now, we'll just add it back. All right, so let's make sure that looks good. Just look just like this. All right, cool. So now we just want to return the data that we've changed. So we'll say return. Oops. State order filling false, and then filled orders sorry, state filled orders, and then data. All right, boom, there you go. That should work. So now let's see if it'll work. So all this is broken. So in reducers, index is not defined, data is not defined. That's because we probably need to declare them. All right, I'll do that like this. I'll say let index data. So we'll probably use this more than once. All right, so go back here. Let's try sell again. MetaMask confirmation will pop up, and hopefully this will update in real time. Confirm. Boom. It worked. You saw it go away, and it appeared here. So one more time, watch for 20. Click sell. We're getting low on orders here, but click sell. 20 is going to go away, and it's going to appear over here. Boom. There you go. Awesome. All right, so it's updating in real time. Let's check our console, make sure there's no issues. All right, all good, all good. Let's clean up these linter errors. So dummy data is not used in price chart. Let's see, dummy data, take this out. And then also in selectors, we're using double equal when we want to use triple equal. All right, so let's see here. Selectors. Double equals, and we should use triple. So like this. Awesome. All right. So I'm not going to worry about these other things. Yeah, that it fixes all of our linter warnings. All right, so that's it for this section. You've seen how to fill the orders in the order book. In the next sections, we're going to start filling out these other sections where we, deposit funds and also make orders. So I'm assuming we want to probably deposit funds before we can create new orders. So let's go ahead and work on that.